Okay, cool. So we're Small Improvements from Berlin. We got the technical issues solved. And let me explain what we are, what we're doing. So we're a SaaS provider for easy performance management. And by that, we don't want you to think about annual reviews that are super tedious. You do them once a year. You discuss things that happened 10 months ago. We're all about timely feedback. So we built a software that helps you gather and give feedback on an ongoing basis. You can give and receive feedback. You can track your goals and objectives and share them with select people and get feedback about those objectives, about your progress. We help you to set up 360 reviews very easily. And then by the time you do your performance review, say once or twice or even 4 times a year, you have all the information in the system already to help you make the review very simple and painless. So get it done within an hour or so. And I want to show you a few features that we have. So time's limited, let's focus just on 3. So first of all, I want to show you how the continuous feedback works. So I've got a little video here, so let's praise someone to show how that works. Open up a screen, just type the name of the person you want to give some feedback to. And let's say Dan did a great job, maybe prior to this demo, fixing a couple of bugs. So he might be in my report, doesn't have to be, could be a co-worker or even my boss. So I tell him what he did well. I can, if I want to, award a badge with it. Don't have to. If you feel, well, this gamification, we don't like it, just turn it off. But in this case, let's give him a thumbs up. And we can decide who we want to share the feedback with. It could be public, it could be just between me and him, and maybe his manager. And then we post it. So fairly simple to use. Just click the send button and it shows up on the activity stream. So people can see it. Of course, he gets notified by email, so he instantly knows, okay, I did something well. That's good. There's some recognition there. And it's, of course, also connected to his profile. So by the time you do his review, or his manager does his review, you have the information all there. So, which leads me to our exhibit number 2, which is our performance review screen, where we focus really hard on making it so simple that you don't need training or anything. Put everything on one single page. Left-hand side, you do a self-assessment. The right-hand side is for your manager. And you start the process. So in this case, it's not being shared with me yet, so we'll work on the left-hand side. So we can start off by using this quite unique performance dot just to depict where we think we stand. Manager does the same, and you'll find out very quickly are we aligned at all or not. So it's a good way to start the conversation. It's of course, it's gut feeling. We deliberately didn't put any number there, but it's a good way to open the discussion. Then, of course, you've got the more traditional bits where you write your self-assessment. You can have a rating. You could have more ratings than that. We think less is better. And then you click the share button, and you're done as the employee. So it's really all on one screen. Now, if you've been using the other features in the system, you have these tabs underneath, so you can see what are the objectives I worked on or my report, or what were my past 360 results. So it's all in there on this page. You don't have to leave the page, which is one of the key reasons you don't have to train people to use this. It's just very easy. So, of course, we're just an enabler, but it's really no training. You just do it, right? So you don't focus hours and hours on training people. You just say, okay, let's do it. And those 2 hours a year, or say 3 times a year, you do that. Number 3 is a more admin feature I wanted to show you before we run out of time here. So if you're using the 2D chart, you can, of course, also plot that on one screen for one team, for one department. And although it's not exact science, it does make sense to have a look. And you're probably going to find that Daphne's review is definitely better than Stan's. And the other thing you can do, so you can do this as an HR person as well, to maybe help these managers coach the managers before they have these tricky conversations. And the other thing is you can also calibrate between teams. You can highlight different teams. So you can see here Mark in purple is on average rating his team a bit higher than the others. I mean, it could be that his team is better. It could also be that just Mark is more enthusiastic. So you might want to check this out before these managers have the conversations. So again, we're giving you the options. We don't tell you exactly what to do, but we're an enabler in that sense. About us, we're small with 5 people. We've had our first paying customer last year. We're now at about 60 paying customers. And we have currently a strong following in the IT sector, Bay Area companies. So it's currently really focused on small to medium-sized companies. But we're getting there one by one. So we're now dealing with a few clients, big companies with certain business units there. So we're not ready to serve many of the people here yet, but put us on our radar and maybe in a year or 2. So if you want to learn more, just go to our website, sign up with your iPads, we'll track you down, and sell to you next year, maybe. Okay, so that's free for 10 users, so you can play with it as long as you like. That's it. Thanks.
Excellent.